UGD coming at you with an STI LS-9 9mm. That's right, it's correct caliber, fellas. And yeah, this is an oddball for sure. Found this at Midwestern Coin and Gun, and John had a pair of these. I've never seen one, let alone a pair of them. And this one he claimed was his personal gun. So yeah, kudos to John for taking care of his gun. I couldn't pass it up. I mean, it is just an odd-looking duck, and of course, it's 1911 manual of arms. Tell you a little bit about STI. They're out of Georgetown, Texas, and frankly, the stuff they're building today gets in the $2,000–$3,000 range on their high-end stuff. This one was available 1999 to 2013, so it is a discontinued firearm. And being a 9mm, being the manual of arms that it is, yeah, I could not pass it up. The length on it is just a hair over 7 inches. The width on it is 1 1/8 when you get into the safety there. The slide is like 3/4 of an inch. I mean, that is a super duper narrow slide. Height on it is 4 3/8 inches long. Barrel is 3.4 inches long. Capacity on this hot rod is 7+1. Of course, you can put extended mags in this with no problem. This mag happens to be a metal form. Yeah, metal form mag. But yeah, just the overall look of it is unique. I mean, it's a little squared off, a little bit blocky compared to what you're going to find on the market today. But yeah, could not pass it up. I mean, look at those sweet wood grips. Those are just super duper nice. And skeleton trigger. I mean, just a lot of things going for it. The front serrations with the press check. Yeah, I'm digging that. So, it's a little bit of a heavier gun, 28 ounces, so 31 ounces fully loaded. But when I picked it up, it felt pretty good in the hands. And then the fact that once I took it apart, yeah, I thought, what the hell is going on here? So there's your rundown on it. By the way, I did contact STI. This gun has a lifetime warranty. Another thing they shared with me is that even though it's discontinued, they may not have the part in stock. They'll do a run of those parts to get your gun running. So, wow. I mean, just really can't beat that. Oh, one other thing. Look how that's just married into the slide. Yeah, there's no removable front sight. And then the rear sight's, that low profile, really digging that black out. I had to add a little white because I couldn't pick up the black on black. So, all right, let's take this hot rod apart. A little press check there. Just like a 1911, you can give a little push here if I can manage that. Yeah, monkey in a football, guys. Do it on camera, and it's a little bit different. Yeah, I'm struggling here. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Now, watch this thing come apart. This will be a really unique pistol to you guys. Yeah, see how everything's just kind of coming out, and all of a sudden, yeah, everything's gone. Look at this. I've never seen anything like this. This is your feed ramp incorporated block that goes back in there. And of course, I had this apart at John sitting at his desk. And then it's got this funky dunky double spring guide rod. Yeah, I was looking at that thinking that's just too cool. And of course, you've got your slide here, but look at this. Yeah, that comes off. So, all right. Now, the barrel, yeah, it won't come out, fellas, because you got to push a button. Yeah, look at that. The ejector actually has a button on it. Once you push that, you can get the barrel out, and then you're left with this slide and a whole bunch of parts here that, wow. I mean, it's just crazy to put this together. So let's go ahead and look at the frame here. Yeah, this is a steel frame. That's where we get our weight here. The quad rails, everything really looks simplistic in design. Of course, being a single action, there's just not much going on there. And then the slide, again, steel, and it's a heavy slide. I mean, it's really a well-built piece of machinery. This is steel too. I don't know what we'd call that, but yeah, it came out also. The double springs, I mean, the guide rod is stout, and the springs are stout. I'm really impressed with the build quality there. And then this ramp block thingy bopper, again, steel. The only thing I found on this thing that's aluminum is this right here. Yeah, the skeletonized trigger is aluminum. The barrel, I am a barrel connoisseur, and this is a fine barrel. Look at that. Woo, that is thick, super duper thick. Look down the chute there. Yeah, you can't beat that. And if you notice, a little bit of a ramp there, but this all marries together, and there you go. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I mean, that's just funky dunky. I've never seen a gun like this. Comment below if you've seen firearms built like this. I've never seen that before. So I'm sitting there at his desk. I've got this thing taken apart, and I can't put it back together. I have no idea how to get this hot rod put back together, and I guess you own it at that point. So we're going to put this thing back together, and we're going to start with the barrel here. I'm going to slide that barrel in there. Look at that, and you hear it lock in. Yeah, we'll do that again, fellas. Yeah, put it in there, and it locks in, and it's stuck in there. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. Put this little hood, shroud, thingy bopper, whatever it is, slide that back in. There we go. And it does, slide back and forth and does manipulate with the action. Now, you've got to take the spring and guide rod. You got to get that going right there. All right, so I got that going. And then this funky dunky deal's got a little divot in there to accept that. And then you put it all kind of together like this. All right, now this is not going to go together like it should because I'm going to do this on camera. And then you got to kind of have to hold everything together. And guys, there's some STI guys out there watching this right now that know how to do this a lot better than I do. So feel free to chime in down below in the comments. And then you slide this thing kind of back together. Yeah, see, I'm struggling. This was the problem. I sat there for 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get this thing back together, and apparently I still haven't figured it out. Holding everything together, you get it right there. All right, okay. We're gonna drop this back in here. Try to be gentle. And the one thing I didn't like about this thing is that this pin right here is really got some spring tension to it. So we got to bring in a tool and hopefully not scratch our gorgeous firearm. And push that in a little bit. Slide this back. And back together. There we go. Yeah. Function test. Boop. The trigger on this thing has a little bit of take up. Brake is super duper clean. Reset is right there. A single action all the way. So this is your first look. And rarely do I do an assembly on camera, but it's so weird. And I would hate to do it after I shoot a whole bunch of rounds through it and get really super filthy because I've already got a little bit dirty. So this is your first look at an STI LS-9 made in Georgetown, Texas. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this gun. I can't wait to run it and see if the reputation holds up. The great thing about it is if I have any issues whatsoever, I just give STI a contact and send the gun down there and have them fix it up. So guys, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you think I've lost my mind, hit the thumbs down and please subscribe.